How's it going, everybody? This is the Erroneous One here with pretty much a getting ready for anniversary videos. This is going to be an update about the state of the game coming up in, what, a week and a half? Something like that, I think it is. Let's see. Again, so yeah, okay. Anniversary technically happens on the 7th. That is the actual anniversary date for the NA version of the game. I'm not sure if we're going to get anything on the 3rd, which is a Monday. We'll have to wait and see with the Sunday night tweets as what we're going to get for that. Maybe we'll get like a small, like, 3-day deal for the 4th, 5th, and 6th. And then 7th is a Friday. So we also get updates on Thursday nights as well, gearing up for what's going to come out briefly over the weekend, which could be the NA version or the anniversary deals coming up. But in any event, guys, anniversary is right around the corner. So as I have been saying in several videos, and as many other people have been saying in their videos too, you should have been, hopefully you were saving for anniversary, not you should have been, but hopefully you were able to save for anniversary, because there are going to be some really, really amazing deals coming up. If it's anything like the JP version was, we're gonna get many daily quests that are gonna be in there for free jewels. They're gonna be releasing like a bunch of different banners with different medal deals on them and everything. I'm hoping that we're gonna get like the Oogie Boogie high score challenge during this event time. Because I think Oogie Boogie, technically speaking, is next on the high score challenge rotation. But we are off rotation. We have gotten things in different orders than JP has. So who knows? I mean, that's what I'm hoping for, but we'll see. I'm hoping for Oogie Boogie High Score Challenge, and I'm hoping for Illustrated Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi. That's what I'm looking forward to as well. That will also be bringing in Illustrated Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora, and once you get both of them gilded, it's going to be the ability to get the Key Art 5, the one with Kairi and Sora on it, which is pretty cool. So, good time to get ready for that, guys. This is a bunch of video just like talking about it, saying it's coming up, it's getting ready. For the next like week or so, I would definitely hoard all of your jewels. If you guys have any savings ready to go for this event, you guys are going to put into it, get them saved up, ready to go, because things are going to start coming up pretty soon for the game for that. Like I said, I imagine we're going to get things around the 7th, actually, because that's the actual date of the anniversary. It's on a Friday. It aligns perfectly with their Thursday tweet update, so I imagine we're going to get like the main bulk of stuff starting come Friday, the 7th of April. As for me, I just went through, I have been saving funds for the past 3.5 months because I knew anniversary was coming. Once I saw what JP got for their anniversary deals, I was like, oh, we're going to get a whole bunch of stuff, so we need to start saving up. So I've been saving money for about 3.5+ months, and on top of that too, my birthday is actually coming up. My birthday is in April. My birthday is the 10th of April, actually, so I don't mind sharing it with you guys. 10th of April is my birthday, and I've already started getting family members asking me, hey, what'd you want for your birthday, so on and so forth. And I told them all that I just wanted Google Play cards. So I have a pretty ridiculous amount of jewels up there, as you guys I'm sure seen, and as in my previous video, some of you guys even mentioned on. That is pretty much just coming from me saving up, and just with birthday money coming up, just using birthday money to buy jewels, and I'm ready for it now. I did get those jewels during the time when we had the bonus time. That's why I asked my parents and my family members. I was like, hey, if I can just get like a Google Play card, if I get cash, I can go buy a Google Play card. That's all I asked for, because I'm sure we're going to get some kind of deal with jewels during the event and everything, but that wasn't a for sure deal. And, while I had the chance to do so, I went and did it. So I did spend when we had the time to get the jewel bonuses. So if you spent like, X amount of money on the jewel packs, you got X amount of jewels extra added on to it. So I took advantage of that. That's what I used, and got the total so far. So that's what I've done to gear myself for anniversary. So I'm going to be set for that. I mean, just for any kind of jewel packs they're going to be coming out with, or any kind of banners they're coming out with. So I'm ready for that one, for the jewels, obviously. I know that a lot of players aren't going to come anywhere close to that, and that's cool. Each you guys, teach your own. You play the game like you want to play the game, and you play it also within the means you're able to play it in, which is, again, that's great for everybody. I just hope you guys are able to save some jewels for the packs coming up. I'm not sure what we're going to get yet. Nobody is just yet. I'm going to do my best to do more constant update videos around that time period, talking about what we're going to be coming out with. Like, whenever they release a tweet, I'm going to try and come out with a video talking about that real fast, as much as I can get information on it, just to try and help steer people towards, not what you should get, but maybe ideas of what you should look for your deals, because who knows, you guys, the first week could be a certain deal and you're like, oh, it's an amazing deal, and you guys go and spend on it and use your resources on that particular deal, and then the next week's going to come out with a different deal that actually helps you a lot better for your game, and then you're going to be like, oh man, I really should have waited for that. So I'm gonna try and get information to you guys as fast as I can in terms of what's going on with the anniversary, because it's gonna be a pretty busy time and lots of stuff is gonna come out to talk about, and then we can go on from there, of course, too. Um, as for my setups and everything, the main thing that I want to focus on, like I said, is gonna be the awakening ability. So copies of medals, I'll be saving a lot more. I do have 900 space. I got 900 space the day that we got the extra inventory released. I did that immediately because it was gonna be a pretty big thing. Unfortunately, before that happened, and during the guilting campaign, a bunch of and this is kind of sneaky, I guess, from seeing this part. Not really sneaky exactly, but I don't know. It's still a little like, oh man, Cena, really? You couldn't give us any warning about this? Unfortunately, like, I sold a lot of medals and I guilted a lot of medals during the guilting campaign. And a bunch of us did. Makes sense. We were all waiting for that guilting campaign for so long, and once it hit there, a bunch of us pretty much crazy trying to get things guilted as best as possible, raise our Nova levels, so on and so forth. So, I kind of for instance, Sora here, I pulled, I think I pulled 2 from this current deal where you're able to get 1 tier 4 or 5 guaranteed from the pools. And I pulled 1 earlier from that as well, from a different banner earlier. So technically, I had 3 copies of Illustrated Sora I could have been using for the Awakening ability that I can't use now. Technically speaking, I only have 1 now because they don't count for the dots in there. It only counts 1 time for the copy of the medal going in for the Awakening ability. I did make a video previously to this about the Awakening system from what I understood about it. One point of fact, and thank you so much to everybody who corrected me on this and gave me more information about this. The way it's going to pan out is Tier 3 medals have 1 slot for Awakening. So out of those, I think there's like 11 or 12 Awakening abilities that are there. You can pick one of those abilities for your Tier 3 medal and have it run with that. You can still change the ability if you want to on it. So for instance, if you roll like a sleep resistance by 20% and you don't want that, you want to instead get like the SP gauge +2 ability on it, you guys can do that. You guys can replace it with that and you'll be fine and good to go. So you're able to do that. So you're not stuck with what you get when you first roll a copy of a medal into it to awaken the awakening ability. Tier 4 and 5 medals get 2 slots to pick for awakening. So it wasn't like 4 or 5 like I initially thought. It's only 2 slots. So you guys can pick 2 things put on there, and again, the same thing, you guys can pick and choose what you want on there. The easiest things I think for these ones are going to be the raid abilities, or raid setups, because there's an ability that gives you plus 40% damage against raid bosses, and there's another one that gives you plus 40% damage on the whole. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people with their raid setups are going to be wanting those 2 abilities on their raid setups. For me, from what I've seen so far, those 2 seem to be the best 2 abilities to put on a raid setup medals for your Keyblade. So I guess we'll see how that goes from there. Other setups, guys, it's going to be really interesting what people are going to choose to do going forward to make different setups with the Awakened abilities for different quest objectives. There's a whole new world out there that we can run around with now to actually move around and combine setups that you might need in order to succeed and get past quest. That's actually, I think I'm most excited for that so far out of the Union Cross updates, is the sheer versatility now. The sheer versatility of what we can do now with the medals, with the Awakening system. What you can choose to go on there in there with. It's going to be really good. It's also going to give more people more incentive to have multiple copies of medals for different things. For instance, I have 3 Kaios right here, for instance, and one of them has second chance, one of them has DB3, one of them has no cost. Yeah, no cost. That's second chance. This one here is no cost. So going forward, if I want to start getting things up, I can do that. I can have one for raid set up, and then I can have one that maybe increases my SP by 2, or the other one could have a setup go along the lines of defense plus 2,000 and maybe a resistance to a certain status ailment, depending on what I'm doing. You can make different different versions of these medals and have them fit different needs now. Geez, sorry about that, guys. Hang on 1 second. I'll recheck that. Thank you. You can have different setups there and be ready to go for those kind of things. And it's going to add a lot of versatility to the game, and I'm really excited for that. It's going to add a lot of stuff that's be a lot of fun to the game. So that's something to look forward to for the Awakening system. That I'm looking forward to in particular. I do have, like I said, now that I have more space, and JP actually got 1,200 inventory space with their update to Union Cross. I don't think we're going to get that anytime soon just yet. I think it's a bit early for us, considering we just got the cap increase to 900. But now that we had that cap increase for inventory, I'm a lot happier now because that means I can save additional medals and be okay with that one. You know, I don't mind having like multiple copies of medals now, and I'll be saving more copies of medals to awaken things and get them ready to go in case for like, different setups and so on and so forth. So that's really cool that we've done that. I do have things ready to go. Like, I mean, things like this, for instance, like the Riku here. I never would have put those orbs in there if I hadn't been so strapped for inventory space and if I'd known about the awakening system beforehand. So it's one of those things that's kind of like, you know. It's kind of like Illustrated Leon. I'm not gonna put that second Illustrated Leon into the one that's 133%. I'm actually gonna slowly mirror that other Leon up to max. I didn't guilt up my HD Beast here. I kind of wish that I did not guilt my Illustrated Bellum Beast. Even though I got a great guilt roll on it at 140%, you know, I could have used those other slots to fuse it in there and then go from there. And I had plans for this one in particular to do different things. Like, I wanted to put either like attack price plus on it because of the gauge cost on it, or I was even thinking about putting like triple threat on it for things like Coliseum runs and so on and so forth. That way it would remove any kind of buffs that the opponents had, and hopefully also give them status ailments in response. So just that kind of combo thing going there. I was thinking about doing that. Honestly, now I'm probably just going to roll that one into the other one to do the Awaken ability on this one that has attack gauge SP1. So it was different things kind of like that going forward to it. We do have a brand new, if you're doing VIP, we have a brand new event over here for Evolve. So there's an Evolve deal back. Yeah, it's also why I didn't do anything with my Chip and Dales either. I'm gonna hope to roll. I'm gonna hope to roll pretty good on the Awakening abilities for that one. I'm not even sure what Awakening abilities I want on Chip and Dale either right now for what he is. It's something I need to think about. Because I can get him up to it's up to he's a tier 3, so I can get one ability on him. So I'm not sure what I want him just yet. I'll figure it out as we go. Maybe defense. Maybe actually, you know what? I might, for this guy, having like a either SP gauge 2 or double attack, or the other one. I forget what it's called. Second attack or something like that, or copy attack. Essentially, it has the metal go twice. You use the metal twice if you want to. So you if you unlock a special ability, for instance, like if you're using Illustrated Kairi, swipe it. It'll do a buff for the ×3 strength enhance and cure you, and then you have the option to do the buff again or just tap the enemy to single attack it. So it allows you to attack twice. It does consume the SP though. So that's something to consider. I definitely want like the double attack on like Illustrated Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi. Having her do it twice if needed because of her buff debuff ability and also the SP gauge replenishment, and it's a 0 cost. That seems like a perfect fit on her as an example. So, and also since they increased the buff and debuff tiers to instead of it now being 3, it's up to 7 now. So that's something to consider as well. So there's all kinds of options here. But back into the other thing. If you guys do VIP this week, there's no VIP medal in there, but they did re-release the Evolve, the Upgrade Your Medal quest right here, and also Chip and Dale's, but mainly the Upgrade Your Medals here. So now that we have more storage increase ready to go for that kind of thing, if you guys choose to buy this for this week, which might be a good idea, it's going to allow you guys to get like a bunch of the Evolve medals and everything needed, and also money. Money's also nice too. Money needed to get medals ready to go for Anniversary. So when you guys are doing pulls for Anniversary, you guys have the equipment and the Evolve medals needed. And this is mainly going to be if you guys missed out on the previous one. The previous one had that insane Evolve quest that just gave you everything in one go, and you were pretty much good to go. If you guys missed that or you guys didn't buy that one, this one might be a good idea to get a hold of because you guys do get the 3,000 jewels in it, and then you guys have a chance to get some more evolved medals and get ready for anniversary coming up. So maybe not a bad idea. Again, it's your guys' choice. You guys know what your guys' game has. You guys, of course, know what means you have to acquire things in the game. So these are just ideas and examples. This isn't set in stone. Anything you have to do. It's just my recommendations if you guys choose to do it. Might not be a bad idea to do it now. And again, who knows what kind of deals we're going to have come anniversary? Who knows what kind of VIP deals they're going to give? I do know they did give out some pretty awesome VIP deals during anniversary on the JP side. I'm pretty sure they got the Magic Mirror one during that time period too as well, which is one I really want, is the Magic Mirror one in particular. If we get that VIP quest, which would be great. They did get I believe also a Mickey and Brooms VIP quest during anniversary too. Mickey and Brooms technically aren't in our game yet. We were given 2 of them as a gift already set. The Broom Service themselves. The Broom Service are the medals that you fuse into Mickey Fantasia A in order to make the Mickey and Brooms medal. Hasn't been released in A side yet. We're hoping that will change for anniversary. And perhaps a good way to first release them would be behind. I mean, it'd be behind the VIP wall, unfortunately, which would, I know, upset a few people. And I fully understand that, but they might be released for the first time like that in a VIP quest. So I don't know what kind of VIP quest they're going to release. They could release that better upgraded version of the Evolve quest for VIP during anniversary. I have no way of knowing that, but not knowing that is why this might be a good idea to do it for you guys now, because that way it would guarantee you guys are for sure going to have resources ready to get medals evolved to max and ready to go. So it's that kind of thing for you guys to think about. That's kind of thing to get ready for it, because like I said, week and a half is when anniversary hits us, and it's gonna be pretty big. Like I said, JP had a really amazing event for the month of their anniversary. I'm sure NA is gonna have, or Global I should say, is gonna have something similar to that. Awesome deals, crazy VIP quests, chances for event medals and such. We're gonna get some pretty cool stuff, I'm sure. And it's all coming to a head pretty soon. Like I said, in about a week and a half. So you guys can wait, of course, for the deals. Again, I'm not too sure what deals are gonna have. Like I said, I purchased the jewels, and I purchased the jewels mainly because I got all my family members asked me what I wanted, and I said Google Play cards, and I got Google Play cards, and combined that with what I had saved up for 3.5 months prior to this. I took advantage of that jewel deal that they had. Usually, like I said, I wouldn't spend too much money during the jewel deal time period, but with my birthday being here, with anniversary coming, and with not knowing if they were actually going to do any kind of jewel purchase deal during anniversary time, I felt it prudent for me to go ahead and do that myself. Again, if you guys chose to do it in that time period and you guys are saving up for that, awesome. That's great, and you're probably smart to do that. Just right now, I wouldn't spend on anything right now, because even though we still have the guaranteed tier 4 and tier 5 medal deal, that kind of deal, I'm pretty sure we're going to get similar coming up to anniversary time period. We're getting things like that in there. The Illustrated Riku A and Sora A deals, they're interesting, and they're a bit more viable, I think, with the buff increase to 7 instead of 3 for setups. But on the flip side of that, the version of Illustrated Riku and Sora Bs are here, and they are tier 5s. They hit a lot harder. They buff for 2 tiers for 2 turns instead of 1 turn. So it's kind of tricky in what you'd want to choose for that kind of thing, honestly. It's interesting. There are 6 days left in these deals. Getting them there would be great, pretty much because you're guaranteed to get them. You don't, if you do this deal in here where you do the, this right here where you do the tier 5 or tier 4 guarantee, you're not guaranteed to get a Illustrated Sora or Riku B medal. That's going to be, luckily, the RNG. These ones you are guaranteed, even though you can only do them once a day. So, that's an interesting thing. I would still hold off on this one because anniversary is coming. Right now, guys, all of your resources and everything should be saved for anniversary. Unless they magically, I'm not going to do anything until anniversary. Unless they magically showed up and said, oh, by the way, here's the Oogie Boogie High Score Challenge tomorrow. I'm not doing anything to anniversary. Everything is being saved now for anniversary. So I mean, I guess this video got kind of rambling about that and everything. I hope it was coherent and concise enough to give my thoughts on Anniversary. As always, guys, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about Anniversary yourselves, what you guys are planning on doing for Anniversary. Because I'm curious to know too. I think it's gonna be a great time. I think we're all gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna get multiplayer pretty soon. Union Cross is coming out. We're gonna get the Awaken abilities pretty soon in there. And of course, we're gonna get the crazy Anniversary deals. Those are all in the works. So yeah, that's coming up. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I just want to do this video real quick. One thing for you guys as well too, the Maleficent beam medal. I did just finish doing that earlier. I didn't do a recording of it mainly because I went through and I did my setups for it just to get through as fast as possible. Because right now, technically speaking, I should be studying right now, and I need to get back to studying. I have midterms all this week, so I need to get back to that before anything else. But I have 3 more copies of her right here. I did get her up to 95% after 2 rolls on her. Wasn't too bad, so I did get a boost of one of her. She hits really hard. I mean, a 3.36 multiplier is great on her for AoE. It's spectacular. She does cost 5, but she hits. She's like Xehanort, Master Xehanort. Cost 5, but dear God, man, these medals hit so very hard. Especially when they get like the buffs and debuffs from your other medals as support. So for this medal, I'm gonna try and do a free-to-play, casual-play setup later on in the week before the event ends, and so people still have time to go and try it out again, just to help a few people out. Because the last mission in particular with all those helicopters is pretty. It wasn't. I can see where it's gonna be very difficult for a lot of players to get through that one and complete it. But there are some things I think you guys need to know about this event before I end it. Number 1, Maleficent B. She does drop in the 15th quest, which is the last quest of the event. She does drop as a 6-star boosted version. So just like Classic Donald, you have a chance of getting a boosted version of her from the drop in there, which is why mine is boosted at 8212. So that number 1, that's really awesome. That means also that this medal is fully farmable. You're gonna have to take the time to go through, obviously, and do it over and over again. You're gonna want to go in there with your best item drop perk outfit. My best item drop perk outfit was a +12 to item drop. And I ran it 4 more times after I beat it, and she finally dropped. So I'm not sure what her drop rate is, honestly. Outside of that, I don't know. I mean, that was what it was there. But here's what I recommend for this one. She does cost 5. She is pricey. However, at bare minimum, I would suggest you guys get free-to-play players and casual players to get 2 copies of her. If you can, get 3, but that's kind of pricey. That'd be 15 SP gauge if you used all 3 of them in there. And I don't really foresee a lot of people doing that. I think 2 at the most would be more than adequate. But if you can get 2 of them gilted to max or close to max or anything, I would do that, and then I would farm more copies to get Awakened abilities on them. So if you wanted more than 1 copy of Maleficent B, you guys could do that. You guys have one for different setup. I mean, mine, for instance, if I was going to use her in like big setups or anything, I would probably want either the attack plus 40% damage, raid boss damage plus 40 if you want to use it for a raid setup, SP increase plus 2. Yeah, probably those 3 would be the ones I would see mainly on her being used for the most part in a few setups. If you guys had 2 of her and you guys are running Treasure Trove, for instance, then maybe like SP plus 2 and maybe like the other one would have the damage increaser on it. That'd be probably a pretty good setup with 2 of them. So ideas for that one, but she is definitely a medal worthwhile to go and do. It may be a little grindy to farm her, but she is worth farming, and she would probably be a big help to a lot of players come for the anniversary events. So there's that one too. That's what I did there so far. But yeah, so those are the things coming up. This is what I'm doing ready for anniversary. As always, guys, I wish you guys the best of luck for anniversary coming up. And for obviously Maleficent B, I'll try and come back pretty soon with a free-to-play / casual play setup to run the Maleficent event. I'm probably gonna focus on the the 15th quest primarily for that one. I probably won't run the entire event that way, but if you guys need me to, let me know, and I'll do it that way too as well. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and again, best of luck getting ready for anniversary. It's gonna be a hell of a time for all of us. See you guys.